Hey guys, the Mustang's back. The one I did a few years ago for Troy. I'm changing the oil in it. I already checked the plugs, and I've got to readjust the carburetor. I'm gonna run some cleaner through it. He left some fuel in it for a couple of years there. I've got Berryman's B12 in the tank and Fresh 93. It only had like a quarter tank in it, so it's full of Fresh 93 in it. I got to change that fuel filter down there. Yeah, I know, I got a Fram on there. Everybody's like, why use Fram? I like Fram. I'm going to change the oil filter and oil in it. I checked all the header bolts. There was a couple that were a little loose. Tightened those all up. And I started doing a body work on it for him, and that was a rust spot. I wanted to show you guys this quarter panel. Someone put a patch panel in here, as you can see. And this whole area bubbled up, and you see where the rust is? It started rusting out real bad. As you can see, it's got Bondo all up in it. And there's the other seam. So what they did is they seamed it straight up right here. But as you can see, there's a hole I'm gonna have to repair. It's got some surface rust starting there. I'm gonna check in that one, grind it all the way down. It's got a hole there that I've got to fix. I got to fix all that rust. I'm just grinding it down to see what's underneath all this rust on the surface. As you can see, it's right there. I ground it down some, but see, it's got stuff going on like that. All the clear is gone now. You can see it's been sitting for a while. But see, what happened is on the other side, and it's starting to do it here too. See that right there where the crack is in the paint? That's where that damn seam is, and they've got a bunch of body filler in it. See, doing it right there too. And you can't have a crap ton of body filler in there because of it cracking out. So I'm going to redo that correctly. This side, as you can see, is not too bad. It's got, as you can see, it's got some popping up here. I'll take care of that. Clear is completely gone. This side's not as bad. See? Well, we got something going on here. I didn't see that yet. So we'll have to get into that. Figure out what's going on it. I'm always tripping over stuff. See, it's got a little spot here. Yeah, see, it's pretty much solid. It's just all this has got to be done. That's all down to bare steel. But see how this clear just comes right off of it. Pops right off. So she's holding up good. See how she looks? A little dirty. She sat around for a couple years, but this thing runs like a freaking top. I took a friend out for a ride around the block the other day, yesterday, and I think he was surprised because when you stand in it, it literally stretches the front suspension all the way up, and the front end raises up and the rear end squats. It's fucking cool as shit. The way this thing's set up is just freaking awesome. It squats in the ass when you get into it real hard, and the front end raises up, so it's transferring the weight back to the rear tires, which is awesome. So, but you know, I've done all the suspension on the front, rear. Got traction bars underneath her because she likes to wheel hop, and you can see it's got new springs and everything in it 3 years ago, all new exhaust, flow masters, all that good stuff. Eventually I want him to talk about updating the brakes, because this drum, yeah, and it's got the single pod master cylinder that's yeah, I don't like those things very much. But anyhow, once you get this thing ripping, it's hard to stop. And I've got the performance shoes on there, and it's got fairly big drums. They're not teeny tiny guys. But I put the performance shoes on it that they sell all the way around, and that helped with the brake fade at high speed. But wow, she needs power disc brakes up front. So we're going to see about, I'm trying to talk him into doing that conversion over maybe this year, and that will put a power booster on it, which, yeah, there's plenty of room, I believe, to fit there. Put a dual reservoir master cylinder on it. I'll have to figure out, because I have never done that yet. So it'll be something that it's something I want to do to my 65 Falcon, and I never got a chance to before I sold it, which is a whole nother story. I wish I kept that thing. It was prettier than this one. But yeah, I'm just out here going through and checking everything over. Drove it around a little bit to get the fresh fuel through the carburetor with the Behrman's B12. The stuff works great. Absolutely love it. And I may fiddle fart with the idle mixture screws. I don't need to check the idle mixture on it and an idle. And check the timing. I think the timing's a little bit too far advanced, so I need to put the gun on and check it. Last time I said it, I just did it by ear, and when you stand in it, I swore I heard a little pinging, so I'm going to back the timing down a little bit to see if that's what it was. I think it was ping. It sounded like it. It's hard to hear it over the exhaust in this thing. So that might have been my imagination, but I'm going to stick the gun on it, check, see where it's at, and make sure it's not too far advanced. This thing does like a lot of timing with these heads and stuff on it. I don't know why. We did go from a... What the hell were they? They're over here, by the way. And check that out. I don't know if you can see that, but there's Chevy valves in the 289 heads that came off this motor, which I didn't realize until we changed the heads out. And I'm like, damn, it's got Chevy valves in there, and it's already had all the port work and stuff done. So I'm going to hold on to those heads, and down the road I plan on redoing blue. I'm going to pull the heads on blue. I'm going to re-bearing it because it needs to be re-bearinged. Main bearings sound like, they don't sound bad, but it's dropping oil pressure. Typical Ford stuff when it's in an idle, it's got low oil pressure and it goes up to normal when you're driving, but that's usually mains. So I'm going to check the mains and rods and see if it needs bearings in it, put bearings in it, swap the heads out. I want to find a 4-barrel intake because I'm running a 4-barrel on a 2-barrel intake, so it's kind of restrictive. Neighbor going by. And yeah, we'll see. It's just been I can't really take my truck apart until I get the parts. Can't really afford the parts right now because I'm trying to take care of stuff on the house and fixing what was left on the Honda. So it's always going, go. But I just want to show you guys what was going on with her. Hope you guys like my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll do another video of this thing running once I get it all done. You guys have a good evening. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.